Hi guys, I'm Woodcraft Hamster, and I thought it was long past time I finished off this eucalyptus bowl. Now obviously we've had a bit of a mammoth series on this, and it went on for quite a while, and then unfortunately I'd underestimated how long it would take to dry. So it's been sitting here in my workshop drying away for several weeks now, and this is kind of where we've got to with it. And actually, do you know what? Apart from a few little cracks, there's one up here in particular that's quite noticeable. And aside from that, you know, considering the reputation that eucalyptus wood has for splitting and checking, I think we've actually got away quite well. And this is now, as far as I can tell, pretty much seasoned. I'm not getting any moisture coming through. I've scraped it back yesterday, came back today, and there's nothing come through. So I'm relatively comfortable this is dry. And really now it's just down to sanding and finishing. Now there are a hell of a lot of tool marks in this, and I am certainly not going to be sitting here using something like this to do the whole thing. So I've got my little mini power sander out. I'm going to be using that for the most part, and I'll use this for any areas that can't quite reach. Inside of the bowl I'll probably use a flat sheet of sandpaper and just my hand. But rather than bore you with the whole thing, I just kind of wanted to share this particular part of the process with you, seeing as you've been along for everything else. And I think what I'll do is I'll move the camera around a bit. I'll kind of just do a few shots of me sanding it so you can kind of see before and after, that kind of thing. And then we'll see what it looks like come the end of the video. So as many of you know, sanding's one of my pet hates. I find it really boring and frustrating, and this little power sander thing has been one of the best investments I've made on that score. And really all I'm going to do, I'm going to start on this side. I don't know how easy it's going to go. There's a lot of tool marks, a lot of indentations, and I'll just swap the camera around every now and again so you can see how I'm getting on. Right then guys, well that's it for today, mostly because that's 2 hours of my life I'm never going to get back, and I really can't feel my hands anymore. So I finished the first stage of sanding, which is with an 80 grit. Between now and the next episode, I think I'll work through the grades. I don't know how long that's going to take me because it's quite a mammoth task. What I did want to show you was this. So you know, now that we've got a partial sanding on there, it's actually looking a lot nicer, and we've got a really distinct colour change between the top and the bottom part of the bowl, and especially on this side you can really see some of the features of the grain of this eucalyptus, and I've got some really high hopes for this when it comes finally to oiling. So as I said guys, that is it for today. I'll do a bit more work between now and the next episode. So I hope it was useful. Comments and questions in the box below. Hit like and subscribe if you'd like to see more, and I hope you'll all join me next time. Thanks guys.